Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with the latest and greatest data mines of what to expect in Marvel Strike Force. And also, guys, not with 100% certainty, but we do have a little bit more information on how Blue Marvel is going to be circled around in terms of his kit and what details are coming, potential abilities that he's going to be containing that are available in the data mine. So we'll talk about that real quickly. But guys, I've been getting a few questions on this as well, of what my game plan is going to be for Superior Spider-Man now that he's actually in the game, offers power cores and so forth. Remember, it's not yet in preview state here, but there is going to be a big event tied back to his diamonds starting Friday. And that's also why I haven't really done anything yet, because to be honest, we're kind of in a holding pattern to get that additional information, as it is the first leaderboard event tied back to ISO 8 Purple 4. So, and as per usual, guys, before I get into the data mines, I just want to just give a quick reminder here. Make sure you guys are always going through the command center and checking through these different weekly, monthly rewards, because this is how we've been able to accumulate a lot of antimatter. And if you're working your way on this one, especially week 8, remember, there's 100 shards of Scorpion at the very bottom there. It's unfortunate that they've loaded it on the last and final reward there, so you can't accumulate shards over time, but it is what it is. I mean, if you guys have been following, you'll know we can farm him in the antimatter store as well. But a good way too is if you have power cores and you've been coring to campaign energy, horde, and so forth. Obviously, there's a mechanic here where additional power cores give you also experience points that you can get towards Scorpion there. And then we also have the World Warrior. Nothing crazy here, just playing game modes essentially and accumulating points here for antimatter. That pretty much is it in a nutshell from the command center side. Okay, let's talk about things that are coming up, but more importantly as well, things that we kind of saw from last week. Remember, we saw a sneak peek of what was happening with Living Mummy coming to the game, and that's how we spotted that there was going to be a new team coming to Marvel Strike Force. We also saw this Pumpkin Rain event, which is obviously wrapped up now, but then next up, the Superior ISO Evolution, right? So this is the one I'm referring to on Friday that's not in preview state yet, but what we are able to gather from this anyways is that, and this is very exactly the same from the blog post, earning these golden webs, superior diamond or orb fragments, battling in raids with Insidious 6, and then in addition to that, if you have superior Spider-Man at 5 stars and beyond, you're going to be able to take a look here at, an opportunity really potentially to get some diamonds of him, and it really depends on how significant the points are going to be. And in addition to that, there's not a lot of clarity on how these golden webs are going to be kind of situated, right? We don't know if it's campaign energy. We don't know, maybe there's a coring component. They've been a little sneakier with these data mines, so we haven't got that information here. But yeah, be on the lookout for that, guys. That is something that we definitely are excited for. And then we'll probably do a revisit this on Friday when the event does come. We released the 5 free codes, guys. Remember, we only have a few days, but these are the free codes here. If you guys haven't got access to them, make sure you head over to marvelstrikeforce.com or in-game. Just some freebies here for gold, training materials, store credits, power cores, and so forth. It's been awesome to see, so I like to circulate this back in case for those that missed it. Okay, that pretty much covers everything we've already outlined in a previous video. Now let's talk about everything that's coming up and new and coming to Marvel Strike Force in the coming week or two. So very similar to what you just saw in the milestone preview. Actually, let me just show you real quick here since we're in game. There's always these tech training character milestones where essentially if you level up any tech characters, you're going to get an opportunity here for diamond orbs. So this has been awesome for just getting some additional gear tier 20 and diamond orbs, but as you can see here, the art is just waiting for that certain team. In this case, Insidious 6 is tech based, right? So waiting for the release here of the event, and then obviously leveling up those characters beyond 105. And then you can see here, if you do have Superior Spider-Man unlocked, you can actually get additional fragments here in addition to the regular leveling component. So this kind of similar event is coming here in the way of Mystic characters, obviously based around that new team that we have with Brimstone. So that's why it's there. I think a few of those characters are actually Mystic TOONS. I don't know if all of them are, to be honest. I think only a few of them are, most of them. But you can see here, level up any Mystic and earn armor 20 orbs, so there's going to be that opportunity there. And then very similar, right? You can level them from 101 to 105. That's going to use some additional. And it does look like Damon. He's going to be the first one coming, even though we saw the data mines for Living Mummy first. Damon does appear to be the first character that's going to be introduced as part of this Brimstone team. And that would align with what we saw in the blog release as well. So just something to be on the lookout for there. Broken King Week 9. So we got the spending of campaign energy. We can play raids and a war for Secret Warriors for additional rewards. So you have those characters handy, just throwing them into those game modes is going to get you those points. That's how we're going to accumulate that for Week 9 for Broken King. Okay, so this one was interesting. We saw that there was a new offer actually being tied back to Ultimate 32 the preparation of Fantastic Four MCU. So usually when we see any kind of offers being added into the store, it usually means that there's going to be an event in it's usually one of the most earliest ways to get any data mines, right? So I would say at least 2 weeks from now. So I don't think this U32 is going to start next week. I think it's going to be the following week, likely wrapping up some of the Cosmic Crucible activity. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that game mode and tournament style, that is coming up here as well, because usually when they put these offers in, it's a signal for that event coming back and returning every few weeks or so. And now, to the meat and potatoes of the video, and the reason why I wanted to make a video today was because we actually did see that there's some in-game descriptions, not in-game, the descriptions of his abilities actually in the data mine. So in case you guys aren't aware, Blue Marvel is in the game right now, but he doesn't actually have any of his abilities listed, but he does have an in-game description. So it does say, and it aligns with what we see in the data files as well, is that a brilliant scientist turned living antimatter reactor, Adam Brashear channels cosmic energy to deliver devastating blows. As one of Earth's most powerful champions, he brings unmatched resilience, and he can also remove powerful effects from enemies in any battle. So why this is important, guys, is because it kind of gives you a lot of information already on what he can do without telling you what he can do. But now in the data mines, we actually also have the name of his ability, so it can give us a really good sense now of what exactly each ability is going to be tied back to, especially with this in-game description that we have, right? And usually it tries to provide a good summary of what the character can do. So his basic attack is called Antimatter Assault, his special being Cosmic Battery, ultimate is Dark Matter Destruction, and then finally the passive is Man of Marvels, which honestly could be anything because of how broadly described that passive is. But what's more interesting, guys, is remember, usually it's a special and ultimate that are the most used and what we care about, right? And if you think about the in-game description, we can now get some pretty good inferences of what he's going to be able to do. So a key word here, right? As one of Earth's most powerful champions, he brings unmatched resilience. So I think that description right there is going to tie directly back to his Cosmic Battery special. It's going to be some sort of ability where he's either going to add some protection to the team, some sort of cleanse, some sort of way to remove all these effects on the allies, in my honest opinion, or maybe to charge up something, because that's what it sounds like as well, right? And then lastly, we knew he was going to bring in a lot of devastating damage. They use that word devastating only in a few instances on character descriptions to describe some pretty powerful attacks, right? And even his ultimate, Dark Matter Destruction, that ties exactly to what that talks about. And remember, the key word here is also removing powerful effects from enemies in any battle. So that could be anything, honestly. It could be the removal of battlefield effects. I think it's going to be tied back to the removal of safeguard on characters. So it's going to be really cool to have an ability with that. I'm just not sure if it's going to tie back to a special or ultimate, because both of them technically can do it. You know, if you think about just the way it's worded. And just for a little entertainment purposes, guys, I just decided to drop this into ChatGPT as well, just to get a sense of like what does ChatGPT think based on some of these parameters that I've given, right? And it even thinks that the Cosmic Battery is going to be some sort of sustaining of his power using his internal antimatter reactor, likely a buff, sustain, or resource mechanic in game. And again, so it could be energy regeneration, some sort of protection. But yeah, I think it ties back to exactly what we inferred and are assuming here. And then Dark Matter Destruction, signature antimatter blast, a devastating attack that shows his true scale of power. And again, I feel like this is probably going to be the one that removes all those powerful buffs from the enemy side, especially given that it's an attack. And heck, maybe even inflicting trauma as well. So there you guys have it, a little bit more information on Blue Marvel in terms of what's in the data mines, and we'll keep an eye on this as well as they obviously release more information. But do let me know, guys, what you think in comments below as we best prepare for the upcoming events here. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.